Okay folks, welcome back to the Carver's Woodshop. This is Arlene and we're going to do a new project today. Something a little different. I try to make things out of a block. We're going to try to do a little angel like I have here. I was goofing around with a small piece, and of course I had one of those little mishaps where I stabbed myself with the point of the knife trying to get underneath the wing here, but it wasn't too bad. But instead of just waiting for that to heal, I decided to go ahead and do the video just the same. Just a word of caution, if you're new, please wear a glove and a thumb guard. It's rare that I cut myself, but it happens. And I think if you have the glove on and you learn the proper control of your knife, that push and pull method, it won't be as severe, hopefully, because of the method that you're using. Yes, I do cut myself from time to time. Most of the time I cut myself not carving. It's reaching into the box for a tool. But that is a choice. I highly recommend that you wear a glove. It's a choice if you do or not. But if you come to one of my classes, you are required to wear one along with a thumb guard. Alright, or if you come for the open house and you decide to sit here and carve, you will have to sign your life away, kinda, and sign a release form, and then you're welcome, and have the glove and the thumb guard, and you're welcome to sit around and carve along with us. So with that said, it does happen. Instead of just waiting for this thing to heal, it was still bleeding because it's a stab. Now just a word, those carving gloves are not protection against stabs for the most part. Most of them are good for when you slice yourself across, but not when you stab yourself. So this could have happened whether I had the glove on or not, because of the type of cut it is. Usually jabs and stabs are not covered. Just like a Kevlar bulletproof vest, the pointed bullets, which they call armor piercing bullets, will go through an arm, a vest, a bulletproof vest. The blunt will not go through that vest. And I have one of those vests here because of the job I used to have. So that was something, it wouldn't protect me from somebody who wanted to stab me with a knife. It wouldn't be as brutal, but it will still go through those fibers. And it's the same thought with wearing the glove. You know, those things are not a protection 100% from stabs and jabs. Well, enough said about that. Let's get started on our project. So the first thing I wanted you to see was this little guy. Okay, we're going to do something similar to him. He's kneeling, all right, and he's a little angel with the wings. And I thought, well, how can I do that out of a block? So this is out of a block, and after about 2 or 3 tries, I came up with a pattern. And I make the miniature ones like that just to see how it goes instead of putting a lot of time into a large piece. Now this angel can be made of any size you want, as long as it's square. You can make them a tall angel, you can make them a short fat angel, but this angel is going to be 1 inch square by 3, I think 3 1/4 or 3 3/4. No, 3 3/4. 3 3/4 long. And the first thing I did was I took my itty bitty little pencil here. I just figured out maybe 3/8 of an inch. I just put a line down across each side, just like so. And then found out where I wanted his chin to be, because his head's going to come all the way to the top. And we're going to cut this out here later on for the actual wing. So I'll show you how it works. What you want to do is draw your circle, draw where your wings are going to be, and then we're going to taper this off, okay, down, and then we're going to taper that off, alright, as even as possible. And then I went across to put the arms in, and we'll show you that a little bit later. But let's start with the head. That's where I start all the time with a lot of my carvings. This is an old knife. I decided to try it. So I had somehow crushed it and decided I still loved it enough to fix it. And the blade is nice and sharp, so we're going to go with a nice sharp knife. This is a Rough Rider. I have many Rough Riders now, but the first thing we want to do is we just want to kind of notch that out. Alright, you can go straight in if you want, but I kind of, see how I'm pushing with my thumb? Actually both ways, okay? Alright. And then this, we're going to kind of round this off here and pull this off here. Almost, not quite to the corner, but we're straight across. We're going to do the same thing to the back. We're going to come up. Now the wings on the back, if you look here, we're going to put the head in here. So we're going to notch it out a little bit here. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're just going to start doing this piece right here. Okay, we're going to do a stop cut just like so. Alright, from the top we're going to make that oval. Okay, see how I have that cut? We're going to take the tip of the knife, we're just going to cut that out. And we're just going to follow that up. Alright, you don't want to cut all the way to the edge, okay? You just want to kind of follow that oval cut that you made. Just like so. You're just going to cut it out. Take the tip of your knife, cut that out, okay? So the face is starting to merge out. That's good. Round off the bottom part of his face, or her face, its face anyway. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit, just like so. Alright, so that's what it should look like so far. Alright, so we're going to follow this. Where this line was, we're going to go over a little bit. This was a guideline right here, so we're going to just take this over a little bit, just like so, okay, and match it to the head, and we're going to just go across this way, alright, and we're going to do the same thing over here, just go across, alright. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to let that go for now. We're going to try to match this where the wings are going to come down to the bottom here. See right here? We're going to do a stop cut. We're going to go up a little bit of an angle, just like so, okay? The same thing over here on this side. Alright. Alright, and then up here we're going to still bring this down a little bit, but we're going to go from the corner here. Alright, we're going to go straight across and down towards the head. See that? We're going to just cut this out. Okay, that's all we're going to do, is just keep working that down a little bit. And if it doesn't free up, just do little pieces at a time. You don't want to go crazy with it. Alright. And the same thing over here. You're going to just take little pieces out. Just be very careful you don't slice the whole thing out. Just take very small little notches out, because that will just save you a lot of headache. You know, try not to overdo your cuts by putting too much pressure. Now folks, your knife really has to be super sharp. But, okay, so we're going to take this back a little bit further. Alright. And we're going to bring this down. Okay, we're going to just kind of bring all this down a little ways. And we'll be back. I'll show you exactly what this is in the back. Alright.